This is a short story by Diana Weeks. Stealing marshmallows. The first thing I taught my new brother, Bubba, was not to ever tattletale. I was 5 and already doing forbidden things, like eating marshmallows straight from the box, while Mama hangs the wash on the backyard clothesline. I had to pull out the bottom kitchen drawer and stand on the edge to reach the second shelf in the tall red trim closed door cabinets. Then I could get to the delights. 24 puffed, powdered, sugar-coated confections. When I lifted the tucked lid of the campfire box, they were packed layered, 3 rows of 4. 2 each is what got me caught. 4 marshmallows were missed and affected Mom's dessert recipe. The cereal flaked off. Marshmallows were only purchased to make Daddy's favorite Rice Krispie treats. I was deemed too young to cook, as I might burn myself. Mama didn't make them often. The tempting white, rounded, squarish, squishy, sweet lured me to snitch a few once in a while. Bubba was my lookout, sitting around the corner, because as soon as he sees Mama, he shouts, "Mama!" She stoops to hug him. I climb down to merely be peering into the wax paper drawer to get a piece to cover my Crayola drawing. Alibi ready. If pressed, the truth. But we only wanted to play pretend cowboys and roast the marshmallows on a meat fork over the top front gas burner. Then I could flatten the melted charged marshmallow between 2 graham crackers and add 2 Hershey chocolate squares to make s'mores. Mama didn't believe in spanking. She frowned at me and said, "I'll talk to you later." Never good news. I had coached Bubba on the Mama warning yell. I would clap when he did it as a baby until it became a habit Mom loved. I never stand too near Bubba when I misbehave. It's best to be out of sight. This is an adult story by Diana Weeks. Stubbornly romantic. Ed Daniel had a photo on Craigslist with a plea. Grandfather looking for woman who knows who Sinatra, Crosby, and Benny Goodman are. And there he was, in a black tux, toasting the viewer with a glass of red wine, artfully held just below his black silk bow tie. I like his looks, I told the friend teaching me how to use my new computer. Ed's web-recorded age was listed at very near mine. Answer him, the friend dared. I'd heard many stories of meeting soulmates online. I replied with 3 general vague lines. No, he wants to know something about you. I don't know him. It ended up looking like a work resume. On the subject line, I was direct. Playwright seeks man who likes theater. Ed replied quickly, saying he goes to Broadway once a month. That alone made my panties damp. He made me laugh out loud when he bragged, "I don't like any sports, live or on TV." Hooray! Plus, his email address had CPA in it. I worked for a certified public accountant in the 60s, and Ed said he was still working. I would have time to write a lot during tax season. How's business, I asked. Holding up. People still need bookkeepers who can keep them out of jail. Good line. I grew up on Prince Charming Disney movies. I'm the last generation of women raised to be taken care of. My grandmother had a maid, my mother had a maid. I just let housework slide and spend the money on theater tickets. Ed suggested we meet for a cameo appearance and coffee at a Starbucks of my choice. I picked one in my neighborhood, but delayed meeting up until after Christmas. I didn't want to get a man into the family mix, even a funny intellectual. Ed emailed me the morning we were set to meet. I'll wear a red tie. He was standing by the front door. It's a good thing he told me about the red tie. His picture on the web was a 30 pounds thinner, grinning rascal, my type. I've got nothing against teddy bear guys. In person, he had a penchant for funny glibness. He was startled when I took my notebook and pen out of my purse. Would it make you nervous if I take notes? You're funny. Oh, I believe it would. He almost moaned. I won't take notes, but I will write about this. His face went stiff. Tell me about you, I eagerly urged. This is our first date, he complains in his adorable Brooklyn accent. Born there, but raised in Manhattan. Do you really go to New York every month? Maybe more like every 3 months. He's been a CPA since '62. He's an only child, perhaps still selfish, or not. I cut from the chase. What do you want from our relationship? Oh, what's the point? He looked away. I'm a bisexual person. I was shocked, speechless. He went on talking with his hands. But I don't have AIDS or anything. I practice safe sex. I just like men and women. You're really bisexual? No, I didn't want to believe it. That may double his fun, but added more risk than I wanted. He nodded up and down. I had to confess, I probably won't have sex with you. I've had a lot of weird dates, but they've all been fun. He sounded jolly. I was still stunned, stupid, determined, dreams crushed. Mother was right. It was too good to be true. My kids don't want me to marry, and I don't want to marry, I argued. I don't know why. Well, he smiled wickedly with a sigh of impatience. Since you're not going to have sex with me, that's a moot point. He gulped down his black coffee and announced, I'm real busy this tax season. I need to get back to the office. And he gets up and throws words over his shoulder, like he doesn't really mean them. Call me sometime. And left without looking back. I started to write this while I was sitting there and ponder his answer to what do you do when you go back to New York? Walk. I love to walk and look, be with people, go to plays, museums, eat at really fine places. Me too. Damn his honesty.